115 odd points. The Nasdaq is up 32, so there's a bias to the sell side this morning. Mike Lee, however, he's with us today, and I'm quoting him now. This is what he's saying. He's as bullish can be. You're always super bullish.
Yeah, especially so now. We have so many factors working in our favor. Not only are we continuing to get much better than expected economic numbers, and this University of Michigan sentiment survey is basically been ruined by politics, because if you look at Democrat inflation expectations versus Republican expectations over the last 5 years, you can see that the Democrats have been horribly wrong. They sample more Democrats than Republicans, messing with the survey, and it's still beating expectations, okay? 0% core PPI month over month. So the economy is getting better. Earnings estimates going into this quarter are way too low. We just got massive fiscal stimulus. On top of massive fiscal stimulus, a year from now, okay, interest rates are going to be substantially lower, potentially 200 basis points lower on the front end.
How can we do that? A year from now, 2 points lower than they are now if you've got a strong economy. How's that work?
Because there's no point in being this restrictive, right? The problem is right now when short-term rates are above the level of inflation. Okay, that is restrictive. We are more restrictive now than we've been in this entire inflation cycle. Okay, we could cut when inflation was 50 to 75 basis points higher before the election, but after the election, we've got to stop. So we are going to have substantially lower interest rates on the front end. We don't need a stimulative interest rate. We don't need rates below the inflation rate. But if inflation's at 2.2, 2.3, rates could be at 2.5 from 4.5. That's a massive stimulus. And oh yeah, there's this thing called artificial intelligence going on in the background. That's pretty spectacular. And then the technical movements, the momentum that we've gotten off these bottoms signal that we're likely to get about another 20% over the next 12 months.
Real fast, a lot of people watching this show have made a lot of money off your recommendations, because you were in early on Nvidia and Palantir and CoreWeave. You said all three of them were great investments, and they've turned out to be just terrific. But are these three stocks going higher still?
Yeah, absolutely, particularly CoreWeave. I just don't think the market has their arms around their acquisition strategy and how they're going to be vertically integrated up and down the compute for data centers for AI. The infrastructure build out for AI is so much bigger than the street imagines at the moment. As that realization comes about, all these stocks are going to explode, including some of the other chip makers like a Marvel, like an AMD, like a Broadcom. Broadcom's already hitting all-time highs, but AMD and Marvel are super cheap at the moment. I think NVIDIA's got a long way to go. Palantir is very healthily priced, but look, the software market for AI is going to be 60 billion this year. It's going to be a trillion in 2030. Palantir is easily the leader in that space. If they can maintain a similar market share as they have today, it is very cheap.
Sold. Thank you very much indeed. I'll buy. Mike Lee, you're all right, and thanks very much. Great success here. Thank you very much. Still ahead, former President Obama, he has a new message for the left. Let boys be boys.
We're constantly talking about it.